My name is Haley Hitchcock, and I'm presenting our Driver Pulse webinar today. There's several new features and carrier benefits that we're going to walk through, and hopefully you'll find quite a few interesting things that are coming out of the Driver Pulse program. So the first thing we want to talk a little bit about is the autofill process with the application. So when I'm walking through this presentation today, we're going to be able to show you some visuals as if you had a phone right in front of you. And I know it's really, really difficult to be able to explain what a phone application looks like when we're doing a PowerPoint presentation. So we are trying to kind of remedy that today and show you a few different examples of what that might look like. So the driver has that opportunity to go ahead and autofill his application just like he does if he's using a computer, and we have information on file for the guy individually. So if we still have information for him, it's going to definitely help with that pre-population. One thing we want to really, really reiterate here is that you can message people that are using Driver Pulse. So for example, right here, we have a message that's going out from one of the recruiters, and it's going out to this individual, and this little movie is going to play real quick. So it'll show you that they're going to get a push notification. They can connect right away and go ahead and compose the history and respond. Once they actually respond, you are going to, as the recruiter, receive a Pulse message, an Express that's going to fly through, or through the dashboard process if you're using our dashboard mobile app as well. So keep that in mind that it's near instantaneous. Think about when you have your phone next to you and someone texts you, or a ding goes off on your phone. We almost always turn and look at our phone. It's the same way, it's the same concept here with the push notifications. You're getting a more instant result from that driver than you would be through something like email. Drivers can also view active jobs. So this is something that we covered a little while ago in one of our other webinars, and there's been several blogs about this as well. So the driver can actually view the active jobs if you've completed the active jobs in Express. It's very, very simple to do. You just go in and get them completed, and then they have the opportunity to look and see what opportunities are with each of your specific locations. It can be geographical based. You could do several different types of things to help that driver understand the positions that you're hiring for. They can also, like we talked about, complete an auto-populated IntelliApp. So the system auto-populates the application for them. It's already verified upon sign-in, and they can complete a full application with just a few taps. It just takes a couple of minutes to get that done. The driver also sets up a profile. You can see that over here. So they can actually let you know exactly what they are looking for. So they set up the Driver Pulse profile, and it'll match up with the job alerts that you have. So your active jobs that you've placed, and it alerts you via the little blue man. Not sure if any of you have seen the little blue man before, but that blue man means that this individual has completed a profile, you've completed an active job, and there's something pretty interesting about the two stories, meaning something in his specific profile is matching up to something in your specific job. Active job setup, again, it's very, very easy to do. You can do it regionally. You can select specific states. You can name your jobs. You can edit your jobs at any time so that it's always real time. So you create your list of jobs. You add your locations. It easily allows drivers to see who you were hiring, where you were hiring, and system matches to your profiles. In addition to doing that, you also need to set up your company profile setup. Again, that's an Express as well. And you just talk a little bit about your company. Give your selling points as to why they would want to apply for a job with you. So you set that up in Express, provide that summary, and again, it becomes very visible to drivers. So it's critical that you do that, and you need to do it for each application. So if you have several different types of applications, you'll have a little drop-down box that will show you the different applications. Just make sure all of them have some sort of company profile set up, and then you'll be activated for that to show up on Driver Pulse. Now, Pulse Config, there's been a lot of discussion about the Pulse configuration setup. So this, again, is in Express, and it's how you control what the applicant or the driver has the ability to see. Now, we never, ever share your status options with individuals, but we do share a percentage. So they don't see a no-show at 12%. They just see that they're at 12% through the application process. So make sure that you're setting those Pulse control values. And again, they get to see the visualization on their Pulse app as to how far along they are in the process of being possibly hired by your organization. Now, there has been some concerns in the past with the declined section. So anytime that you see something that's declined, it does show up over here as declined. Talk to your account manager if you don't like that. If that's a reason why you're not using Pulse, then speak with your account manager and they will help you to make that declined not visible any longer. So definitely talk to them before you decide that that's a pain point for you, because there are certain solutions to help you out. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the document process. So the recruiter themselves are needing to get some specific documentation from a Pulse user. So they request a CDL, and then the driver has the ability to upload that information. So you request a document. There's a new tab here. So when you're in there requesting documents or adding documents, if they're a Pulse user, you'll see the new Pulse documents. And then you can select the type of document and type a message, and then go ahead and send that request over to your driver. Again, he receives it immediately. He gets the push notice, and you just see that pulling up right now. So he'll get the Pulse notice. He'll log in very quickly. He's going to click on the request, upload the document, or if he already has it stored in the system, then he can automatically send it to you. He can send you those documents anytime he wants. So keep that in mind from not just a candidate perspective of individuals that are using Pulse, but your own driver population perspective. If he just got his new CDL, he can just automatically send it to you. Now what will happen is you'll get a fly-in notice that will tell you that the individual had just uploaded their CDL. You'll go to your request history in that Pulse profile that we were just looking at. Anything that's been uploaded is going to be showing in yellow. So you'll see this person right here has uploaded a med card in this particular case. Then what you do, so any yellow uploaded item at that particular point, you can edit and move it over to your normal document storage system with the complete mapping that you already have in place today. So for example, if it was a med card that was sent in and you needed that med card to automatically go into your personal category. Maybe you have a category called personal. It's already mapped that way, so the moment you move it to med card, it's going to go into the correct category for you. It is so quick and simple. You instantly have this information back because of the push notice process and drivers, paying attention to the items that are coming through on their phone. The driver has records of all of the documents that he sent, so he has like a repository, so to speak, of everything that he's done. And the documents can even be sent again without a request, just like we talked about with the CDL. He got his new license, he got his new med card. No one's having to worry about requesting something. If you train your existing drivers even perhaps, when you get these new things, this is how you need to upload this information to us. It'll alleviate some time on your end by going through the processes that you normally do. For those of you who use the Greyhound bus ticketing process through 10th Street, or even if you don't, and this is something that might be of interest to you, you can even send the bus tickets through Driver Pulse. So for example, you go ahead and actually book your tickets here. Again, a push notification that goes out to the driver. He taps on the notification, and he actually sees right then and there all of the information about his Greyhound bus ticket. talk about onboarding. So, selecting courses and the process that you go through today. So you're doing a confirmation IA. We'll use that one as an example. You go ahead and select the onboarding process, and this is what it's going to look like on his phone. So you've scheduled the course. He gets that push notification again, goes ahead and logs in. Again, it takes him seconds to do that. And he goes ahead and completes the confirmation Intel app. Refer a friend. So the driver now has the ability, so this is again your own population, or it could be a candidate population, can refer people to you. They basically just click on a little button. They give you the first name, last name, phone, and email, and it automatically comes through into Express, and it will have a recognized name of the referral program. It does away with all of the confusion and complexities of managing referral programs outside of something like Driver Pulse. We have found through our customers that are using the referral program and drivers that are using it through Pulse that the referee ends up actually about 60% of the time applying with your organization. Those are huge numbers when it comes to getting referrals. They're some of the best ways for us to place drivers in seats. That is basically it. We are at the Q&A section.